Hi guys, Marty here. Welcome back to Snappy Videos. This is the second episode in our 10 years in Digimon World 1 challenge. We're still in year 1 and in this episode we're taking on days 8 to 14. If you guys haven't seen the first episode then check it out right here first. Otherwise, let's get into it. We were back at it. Dave was ready to put in the hard work and we trained like we never trained before. I managed to get his health up over 3,000. We trained, did a dump, collected our daily meat, and trained some more. Bloody hell, Dave was a hungry dinosaur. I gave him loads of meat before taking a nap and getting his stats ready for the day's adventures. Once Dave's health and MP was full, it was time to get his offense stat up before we ventured out. Bloody Dave and his food addiction. He honestly spent more time eating than we did training. We finished up training for the day and had a sleep not far from last episode's shit. A new day and a new harvest of meat from the farm. We collected day 9's meat from Palmon and I purchased another cow worth of meat to keep up with Davey Boy's appetite. I wanted to get his attack over 300, so Dave quickly slapped the bag on the way to recruit our next Digimon. That's right guys, it's time to get ourselves Miramon. We walked through the forest and into Drill Tunnel. I avoided our Green Goblin friends on the way in. Dave decided to tell one of them that their mum was fat on the way past, but we luckily got away before they realised what he'd said. I gave him some road snacks on the way there. I didn't want him hangry for our next fight. We needed Dave in top shape. We found McDrillface crying over a pebble in his way. Dave yawned, did a backflip, and pushed the rock out of the way with his Dinosaurus Irisaurus. Dave could smell something cooking, so naturally he ran ahead into the lava-filled cave in search of food. He told me he thought it smelled like beans and a nice curry. We got there. Holy shit, that's a man on fire! Oh wait guys, no, that's just Miramon. I went to have a chat and see if he was up to hosting the city's first ever barbecue, but he wanted to eat Dave. And after promising Dave a couple of Krispy Kreme, he jumped into battle for me. Dave was doing pretty good. There was a lot of standing around, but each of Dave's attacks were hitting and doing a shitload of damage. Miramon hit us back a few times, but his attacks only did a small amount of damage each time. Dave fell asleep, or possibly had a stroke for a moment, coming back and finishing off our fiery friend with a massive attack. Miramon dropped a chip, which I was going to hold on to and use a bit later on. After some negotiation and the promise of Dave's firstborn child, Miramon decided he'd join our city. I found a couple of items hidden off to the side before we exited the lava cave. On the way out of Drill Tunnel, a Goblinmon looked at me funny, so Dave took him on for an easy victory. The fight was actually such a good idea because Dave learnt Spitfire. This was exciting because all of our moves so far were short range and Spitfire was a long range attack. I decided that since we defeated old mate so easily and we learnt a new attack, surely if we took on 3 of these bastards, we'd get something awesome. So I took Dave back into Drill Tunnel to have a 3-way fight with some green men in leather. I didn't realise at the time, but this was actually a very bad idea. Dave's stats were low and it was going to cost me a lot of items to get through this. With all 3 of them attacking constantly, it was super hard for Dave to even get one hit in. When he did get a hit in, he smashed off a heap of their health, which was really good. We knocked out one of them with just under 1,000 health left. I fired up Dave's finishing attack and took down a second one in one hit. The last guy was pretty easy. I took him out before he could even land a hit. The battle was over, it was time to get our reward, but all we got was a piece of meat. My idea had wasted so much time and a boatload of recovery items. This was such a bad idea. I took Dave out of the cave and we went back to the city to recover some health at Centurimon's clinic. He gladly helped us, and for free, as long as he was able to check Dave's prostate. Once Dave's health and MP had recovered enough, we went back and stocked up on heaps of items, especially health and MP recovering items because we were going to need those where we were going. I stocked this up pretty heavy as for the next part of our adventure, we were going to need it. I went and trained Dave to be a lot faster. He needed a faster speed stat to be more effective in battle. And that was the end of day 10 for us. Day 11 rolled around like an ice cream truck in summer. We hit the running track again and finished off with some MP training. Dave took a massive shit. We got our daily meat, and again, I got extra food, because we were going to need it. We hit the punching tree again, ate a heap of meat, and before we knew it, it was day 11. I hit up Palmon, yo, plant face, what's good? She gave us our daily meat, and this time guys, we were off. For real. I checked out Miramon's restaurant on the way out, but it turns out we didn't actually have enough bits. We spent all of it earlier on meat. On the way out of the city, Tyrannomon passed out. He woke up and we continued out of the city. It was time to get our next Digimon. But who was it? Who would it be? Where were we going? Guys, you'll find out in a second. We went through the tropical jungle, avoiding any Digimon. I wanted to have as much health as possible for our journey. I went and took on a couple of hairy, creepy looking dudes. Tyrannomon laid waste to them and we quickly moved into the cemetery. I came across Gengar. Wait, no, that's not right. Ghastly. Ah damn, I mean Bakemon. Guys, we came across Bakemon. He spoke some weird ghostly language and joined the city. Nice and easy, another one joins us. I left the cemetery pretty quickly as there was really nothing else here we could do right now. We got into a fight with our gold-headed friends again, and this time one of us turned us into our V-Pet. which made it easier for us. Geronimo took them both out, but I had to use a few items along the way. We came to the invisible bridge, and naturally I wanted to jump on it, shake it, and scare the shit out of Dave, making Shake in his little dinosaur boots. But I couldn't see which bit to grab and shake, so we just walked across. When we got there, we went and checked out Monochromon's shop. I spoke to him, explained that I've managed a store before. I hadn't really, but don't tell him that. But he really seemed to believe anything. Dave tried to tell him he was pregnant and could eat anything he wanted for free. Shut up, Dave, you're gonna blow our cover. He offered us a job and it was on. I had to make up a heap of money, make him happy, and he would join our city. I'm not going to go through all the gameplay of this, guys. I failed like 4 or 5 times. It was pretty embarrassing, to be honest, but then I eventually passed. I even had to go back to the city a couple of times. I will put a video up later of me playing the whole playthrough of those 5 attempts, so you guys can check it out with all the commentary, and yeah, you'll probably have a laugh, but let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. Between attempts, I took on Garurumon and destroyed him. Managed to learn Warcry. It didn't really seem useful to me right now, but it's good to have a new technique. Monochromon finally joined the city after so many attempts. At this point, I think I was giving Dave the shits from taking too many attempts. It was now day 14. We had a nap and then went on our final mission for the episode. We were off to find one of the legendary birds from the first Pokemon games. That's right, guys, Birdramon. I avoided a trio of green men, took on a grumpy weed monster, then rode the elevator to a very, very high, very scary place. We sniffed around a nest and Birdramon was here. He took us on. His attacks did around 800 damage each time. He turned Dave into a VPAT and we were forced to use a shitload of items to keep up with him. Dave kept swinging and we did a fair bit of damage to this feathery beast. Dave hit him with his special attack and we were getting so close. My healing items were running out. This was going to be a very close one. Birdramon hit us. We only had 350 health left. It was on. But then he killed us. Luckily I had a restore and we were back in the game. Dave managed to land a few sneaky attacks on him and we'd won. Birdramon joined the city as our transport minister. So we managed to recruit Miramon, Bakemon, Monochromon, Birdramon, and we also had a lot of fun in the process. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to keep up with this series, and if you want to see the video of me playing the Monochromon shop, let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, I'll see you in another amazing Digimon video.